Hello everybody, my name is Alex, and today we are going to be taking a look at the content for the Gasmoxia Grand Prix. My god, that title is an absolute mouthful. We're going to look at stuff like the track, we're going to take a look at some of my favourite skins, which are very weird by the way, but we're going to start off today by looking at the big green man. So the character for this Grand Prix is Emperor Velo, as you can see, and my analysis on this is basically to feast your eyes on this green magnificence. I do think he looks really good. He's definitely one of the best characters we've seen so far. Now I have seen people go as far as calling him daddy on social media. Don't think that's where I'm going with this, but what I would say is that he looks powerful, he looks confident in his ability, like he's a powerful man and he's got a lot about him. And that for me suits his character perfectly. As we know, Emperor Velo, it's sort of in the name. He is an emperor, so therefore would probably know he's quite powerful and be quite confident with that. And also, yeah, he's quite an angry man. He does look like he could punch you in the face with that fist, so be very careful. Moving on then, let's talk about the track. Now this is a pretty decent track. In fact, it's very decent, and it's also going to be very challenging. But before we talk about the specifics of how it's laid out and stuff, let's focus first on its theme and appearance. Now for me, this track fits so well in what they've done before. You think every Grand Prix, the track has fitted the theme perfectly. For example, Nina's Night Ride really fitted the Halloween theme of the Spooky Grand Prix, and this is no different. So the theme of the Grand Prix is toxic. What do we have? Well, we have toxic burgers and toxic pizza or whatever, but we also, I think it's like nuclear pizza actually, but we have things like clouds of green toxic smoke fitting around, and the whole theme and aura of the circuit is very much based within the Grand Prix theme, and I absolutely love that. That's been one of my favourite things about each one of these tracks, is how they fit the theme of the Grand Prix. Now moving on, let's talk about the track driving wise, and I just want to make this statement right now, and it's a pretty big statement. This track is the ultimate challenge. It's probably going to be the hardest track in the whole of CTR, and I'll tell you why. Now the biggest characteristic for this circuit, from what we've seen, well I've seen it all, is it has big drops without barriers, and it's also incredibly twisty as well. Now those two things combined, twisty circuits which are easy to fall off if you get it wrong, and then no barriers, which means you can just fall off to your death, those two things on their own are bad, but when you combine that with the fact that there is blue fire available, just think about it. I mean, I'm terrified for myself. I could probably kill myself somewhere along the Spyro circuit, so never mind this, where blue fire, high speeds, big drops, I mean, it's a real challenge. Another thing I want to mention, which I think's really good, and when I talked about what makes a good track all those months ago, I said that shortcuts are a biggie. This track is full of shortcuts, so if you really want to put some time and effort into mastering a track, there is going to be plenty to improve on with this one here. So yeah, very, very, very good circuit. Karts and customizables wise, there is a lot to talk about, and some of it is incredibly weird, but we'll start off with the overall thing. That some of the stickers are pretty good. I like the pizza and the burger, and I'm getting sort of a Fallout vibe from all this stuff, but they look okay. Karts wise, I've got to say I'm not absolutely carried away with the karts. I don't know why. Velo's karts, Velo's chopper kart definitely is the best out of the three, and Velo really can carry that off. Him in that car is a really cool kart driver combination that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to want to unlock very quickly. The other two, those being the Void Manta and the retro vibing Galactic Cruiser, you can see those either side of Velo on the roadmap. They're okay. You know, I'm not that excited for them, I'll level with you, but I'm sure they'll be fun to drive. So what about the skins? Now the skins are always one of my favourite bits of every Grand Prix. Now I don't unlock them all, but I just like looking at them and seeing what Beanox have done. And look at King Chicken's space skin. Look at the eyes on that. Wow, that is literally me after a night out. Absolutely out of it. And the chicken has clearly had too much to drink, gone into space, and that is pretty bad. But the best skin, out of them all is definitely the Captain Velo skin. Now we can see that at the end of the roadmap. I just want to unlock it. I need to get to the end of the gold tier. But I'm sure those of you who do unlock it pretty quickly will have a very nice skin to race with there. It looks very good. Other skins to mention are the Space Pirate Nitro Squad skins, including Tana, and they're all on the roadmap, but they look good. They do seem to have drawn inspiration from different sci-fi series, so that's nice. Spyro's space skin is literally the most confusing and weird thing I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of people say they like it. I just don't. I don't know why. It just isn't doing it for me. I'm not a big fan. Astronaut Koala Kong looks cool. I just like how it's pretty basic. It's just Koala Kong as an astronaut. I like his little space badge. That's nice. And also Brio's now an octopus. By the way, look at this. Tana, so focused. Not even flinching. So focused on being an angry pirate. And what's Liz doing? She's laughing. She's laughing. What's funny, Liz? What is funny? Another thing that they have added is the Velo time trials, which sounds super hard. So on the Activision blog, they said that, think you race fast? Think again. Emperor Velo has set out some ambitious times to prove he's the best in the galaxy. Head to time trial to attack a new challenge, Velo time. Yeah, so it just basically sounds like just harder times to try and beat Velo around on every circuit. I don't think these are connected to the developer times. The final thing to mention is when will the Grand Prix start? So it starts tomorrow, February the 20th. I believe it starts 7 AM Pacific time, and here in sort of Europe and the UK it starts at like 2 or 3. What do you think to this Grand Prix though? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Also feel free to hit the like button if you have enjoyed today, and of course subscribe to the channel for more weekly content on Crash Bandicoot. I have been Alex today, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video soon.